to the back, and, you know, I feel good about it, just going out there and catching screen passes, turning into big runs.
When you head into the playoffs, and one of the most important things is run, stopping the run, because this team has had problems getting the ball going on the ground. Is that an issue for the playoffs?
I think so. I think it's going to be very important for us to establish a run, and I'm pretty sure Andy is going to, you know, harp on that all week. But, you know, that's something we got to do, something that the guys got to step up and do and just take over.
We've seen your offense kind of get rolling over the last couple of weeks. Same can be said for that Bucks D.
Yeah, you know, they're playing well. They have a leader on every level. You know, you got Staff on the defensive line. You got Lynch back at the safety. You got Brooks at the linebacker. So, you know, those guys, they play well together. They've been around for a while. You know, we just got to handle business.
See you next week.
Thanks.
Thank you, Susie. A.J. Feely with his first 2 professional passes is 1 for 2. Well, he hit the second one for a big one.
First one was a great pass.
Yeah.
I mean, he threaded it between 2 guys, and then he almost had perfect touch. And here's a guy that doesn't even play.
Oregon's going to have somebody else. Joey Harrington put on a show during the
David Akers is on to try from 50. He's hit from 47. Cranked one off the right upright from 34. Hooked it. So Akers, who has had such a brilliant season, has missed 2 tonight. He had only missed 3 all year coming into this game. Stay tuned for SportsCenter. Dan Patrick and Stuart Scott will be along when the game is over. Our Sunday conversation about Muhammad Ali's future. Chris Berman's top 10 plays of the week. And number 1 heads south.
Ooh, he gave it away early.
Bucks take over after the missed field goal try at the 40. Rabi Abdullah showing a little burst and picks up about 4.
I'll tell you, the last 10 minutes of this ball game has been like short yardage scrimmage. All right, let's line them up, and we're going to come at you and see who can block.
We're going to push you a little bit. You're going to push us a little bit. Big thing is getting out of this thing healthy.
You bet it is.
If you guys were in this situation as players, would you want to sit out or play in this game?
Sit out?
No, I would like to do exactly what happened. I'd like to come out, go through the routine, the preparation, play a little bit, and then sit down.
God, you would like to announce this game tonight by yourself. What are you talking about? You know you would play.
I would never want to do that. I'd be lost without you.
Blitz coming on. King steps up. Incomplete at the 11-yard line. Murphy wanted interference.
We got a flag down here at about the 45-yard line.
Paul, you had that you've wired the end of this game. Just run a little bit here, run a little bit there. I mean, you got this thing wired right now. They throw 80 miles down the field.
That was a great throw.
Hey, Murphy does a good job of turning and going. Hampton trying to make the play on the outside.
Yo, Murphy.
Receiver spending all
illegal motion on the offense. Penalties decline. 3rd down.
That was the first penalty tonight against the Bucks, and it wasn't even taken.
Receivers spend an awful lot of time politicking for interference calls. You ever know?
Even when they're not touched.
Yeah, they just throw it.
Third and 6 for the Bucks. Blitz coming. King has it batted away. Rashard Cook, the free safety on the blitz, got up in the face of Sean King.
You know, you really have to recognize excellent plays. And Cook on that play, perfect timing. We knew that King was going to take a short drop because there was nobody back there with him and throw the ball. Joe talked about this in the first quarter. Watch this, 3 steps and bang. Cook gets up in the air, read it perfectly, knocks the ball down.
They're deep in the secondary. Rashard Cook playing well. Tim
Yes,
Howell,
they are.
Damian Moore, of course, Brian Dawkins not dressed. Al Harris, the 3rd corner. Bobby Taylor, Troy Vincent.
Pressure on Royals. He got it out of there to Nay Brown at the 14. Brown pinned at the sideline. Can't make the 20. A return of 6 after a 42-yard kick. Shelton Quarles, the linebacker, down to make the stop on special teams. So Philadelphia will go back on offense, down by 10. 13-3 Buccaneers, 11:53 to go in the ball game from Tampa Bay. The Eagles have the ball back at their own 19-yard line. A.J. Feely is the quarterback, the rookie from Oregon. Pump fake, hit as he throws. Douglas wide open.
That gives you an idea how strong Feely's arm is. He's on his way down when he lets this go. Goes back, makes the pump. Here comes the blitz. Now, he's actually hit and then throws it. So it means you really can't get your legs into it. This winds up being a 25-yard pass. John Howell puts a ton of pressure on him.
Takes some guts to hang into the pocket when you know you're going to get nailed like that. Bucks come with a blitz again. Feely hit as he throws and completes it to Stewart, the big tight end. So Feely has really looked sharp.
Yeah, well,
if he can survive.
You got to love the guts of this guy. I mean, he's thrown 4 passes, 3 of them has been completed. I mean, that's a little bit behind Stewart, but it's,
with reason.
Yeah, there is a lot of reason, but he still gets the ball there where it's catchable.
Feely with a tremendous performance at Oregon. 2.5 to 1 touchdown interception ratio. Throws another complete pass down to the 31.
I like the way he gets the ball out. Look at that. He's bleeding, too. Just got hit in the mouth. Oh, this is great.
Love you.
Look at that.
Lost his starting job to Joey Harrington, the Heisman candidate.
Boy, did he put on a show. Joey Harrington, in my opinion, moved up to the #1 candidate coming out of college this year.
Somebody's going to be lucky to get him.
Gets blood all over that tombstone.
Feely, play action again. Throws. This one's incomplete. That's no pick. It bounced before it went to the arms of Donnie Abraham. Michael Strahan sets the National Football League record for sacks in a season. He got one late today to go to 22.5, breaking Mark Gastineau's record in 1984. Gastineau volunteered that he wanted to be there to see it happen and congratulate Strahan. You got to take your hat off to Gastineau for that.
And you know something? Everybody looks at what happened with Brett Favre and Michael Strahan. I think it's great. I think that he is so well respected and so acknowledged for his ability to play the game. He got to 21.5. Now, people will debate, did Brett give it to him? Did he not? I don't care. I think it's classy on both guys' part, and congratulations, Michael.
Michael Strahan, you know, they talked about it during the course of the game today, the quality of human being. And there are just so many in the National Football League that do so many things on and off the field. But Michael Strahan is, I think, is a challenge.
Field that is incomplete pass.
Tampa Bay is challenging it, hoping for the interception.
They think it might have bounced off the receiver's hands.
But just to finish it up, Michael Strahan is just a credit not only to himself, but to the New York Giants and everybody he's in contact with. He is really a super guy.
I couldn't agree with you more, Paul, and I love Brett Favre's reaction. Does that guy really love this game and the opponents that he plays?
Now, the question is, does this bounce off of Tony Stewart's arm and hands up into the air? I believe that that's going to be an interception.
Looked like it did. It looked like his left hand was between the ball and the ground.
Never looks like it
hit the ground.
And I guarantee if Rondé Barber was in this game, he'd have picked it off. That ball never hits the ground.
Well, Abraham does pick it off.
I'm saying, but if I know Abraham gets it, but if Rondé Barber was in, it'd probably end up in his hands.
That would be the 6th interception of the year for Donnie Abraham, who lost his starting job to Brian Kelly this year and has done a great job as the 3rd defensive back. Cast your vote on ESPN.com or NFL.com and click on ETV as to whether this should be overturned or not.
It's got to be overturned. This ball never, ever even, I mean, it didn't come close to the ground.
Terrific job by our camera guys. Look at the angle. You can see it clearly in that one. Now it bounces off his right hand up into the air.
Well, the shot from the end zone shows that ball does, I mean, look at here. Look at his left arm, and look at it. His right arm's underneath it, and look at his left hand is underneath it. But here comes the ball.
That ball never got close to the ground.
Ball's not even close.
And if they rule this as an interception, the Bucks have a streak of, well, they already got one earlier from John Lynch. They have a streak of 25 straight games where they have had a sack and a turnover on defense.
All the people in Philadelphia have said no. All 2,500 of them or so.
Sorry, son, this is an interception. A.J., you threw your interception.
After reviewing the play, the ball never touched the ground, bounced off the receiver's hands, up into the air. Tampa Bay player intercepted the ball. The ball was dead at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Please put 10:05 on the clock. Tampa Bay is not charged a timeout.
You know, and you look at Stewart. I mean, here's the guy that the interception, Tony Stewart. He's just trying to make a dive to make a catch.
And it was the first time Feely wasn't hit. He was standing back there without anybody hanging on him.
You know, you hear people whining about instant replay, and sometimes it's delay in a ball game. I get so tired of that. This is what it is for.
Get it right.
Correct plays.
To get it right.
Great point, Michael. No, seriously, you know, that's exactly what this whole thing is all about.
Oh, I agree, Paul.
To make sure you correct a mistake.
Michael, great point.
Joe and I both looked at you like that time that wasn't exactly dripping with sincerity.
It really was.
Bucks take over. Stecker will lose his footing and then buried back at the 10.
Aaron Stecker on the run.
Monday night, ESPN and ESPN2 have a full night of college basketball for you. 7 Eastern, Oklahoma and Connecticut on ESPN2. At 9 on ESPN, Providence and Texas. Then at midnight Eastern on ESPN, Gonzaga against New Mexico. That's Big Monday on both ESPN and ESPN2. Aaron Stecker in the ballgame, number 22. Stecker will get the toss. Nice cutback. And can't get past the line of scrimmage.
Now, let me ask you a question. There was a flag thrown on Tampa, right? But it was refused. So that means there are no flags against it. Is that correct? Well, I should let you read this because you could jinx them in a heartbeat. I mean, you could put that up. This would only be the second time in Tampa Bay history that they went flag-free. If they get placed with these next 9 minutes.
The penalty coming on this play.
Why do you read that with 9 minutes to go? Why don't you wait like with a minute?
Because I want to see a play.
Third and long for Sean King. Blitz coming. Murphy with a catch near the first down sticks.
Got it.
And guess what? No flag.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
What don't you know? It's a first down.
I don't know that it's not a first down. It is. Just saying, I don't know. I'm just visiting. You know, I'm just here watching.
You know what? I'm starting to really feel alone being next to you tonight.
See, I don't think he gets there.
Frank Murphy thinks so.
So does the official.
There you go, Frank.
.807 to go in the fourth of 8 consecutive quarters between these teams. Stecker mugged in the backfield, broke a couple of tackles, and actually gained a foot.
That's the type of defense I think we're going to see next week when these two teams play. I really believe that the Eagles will have to clog up the middle to try and contain what they want to do. And they've really become a power ball club with Mike Allstott. That's the way they're going to have to approach it and let their defensive backs go one-on-one.
Right, Troy Vincent said it in the interview with Susie that we're not doing. I mean, it's just all your old vanilla deal. We're not doing. We're playing cover one, which is man. We're playing cover two.
He said that they're playing defenses, the Eagles are, that went in the second day of training camp.
He said he played those defenses in top one or football.
That ball just squirts out. Stecker with the presence of mind to pick it up, then he's buried back at the 16-yard line. Thing just shot out of there.
Never quite got that one up.
Whoops. It looked like a trick play, but it wasn't.
The feeling of the quarterback. You know, you got your hands under there, you're calling signals, you're waiting for a ball, and all that. Where is it?
Todd Washington getting his chance to play.
Third and long again.
A little easier now that Sean's back in the shotgun.
Four-man rush. King